see I came to win.
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yep.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Show don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad being pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man, Lord. Past the pig skin, when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ayy, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ayy, she want it like me cause her lame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the clip.
Time to bring the bass back.
Sir, I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates, how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver. But I'm still a hot boy, cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see. And she let her call me baby, but I do not need a setter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a bosses. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
time to bring the bass back.
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Minnesota Vikings.
Come on, set. 10-2 start. Hard.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Ramirez operating from the gun. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Check 52.
Back to throw. Ramirez. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Sanders shaking and baking. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to put...
As Sanders has it poked free, and the Cowboys have recovered. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now a handoff looking right. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Here's Ramirez on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force... And look at this, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The trick play works. Excellent execution, 18 yards on that fake and a 1st down.
Here we go, here we go. Look at me. Score. Get it.
And to give this time to the tailback. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, ready, ready.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Ready, set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. H3218. Chopper.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Let's go. 18, Gator. 55, Mike. Go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
2nd and 13. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. To throw is Ramirez. From the gun, he'll throw. And he completes it to Wilson. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done? Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Going to throw right side here, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Running right, here's Sanders. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Come on,
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
He's checking. Ready?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 47. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Second and 6. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw. Ramirez. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football, incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Check. Lucky.
They'll run it with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Elliott. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Cowboys on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Ramirez operating from the gun. Flushed out right. And he's got his man on the out route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Right, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way gun. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's not like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Check 26, check 26.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. It's a second down run with Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. By 7, let's go.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. General, West, Twins, ready, go!
They'll run on first down. Sanders, and he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Here we go.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Ready.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's caught by Sanders. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
64, weak. Bags it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary have really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse. How's that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. But it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Let's go, G. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Check 37. Check 37. Blue John Corkers. Blue John Corkers.
On 2nd down now. It's Brooks looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Brooks. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. He'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Probably a bit of a surprise call there on 1st down, but how about a tone setter for the drive? Picking up nice yardage with the big man setting the tone physically.
Here's Elliott. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
On the set.
Get the ball.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Check nickel.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10.
14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
A running play on 1st down will get 4 up to the 29. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll try the right side with Elliott. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
You ready?
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
The give is to Elliott. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Run coverage excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus, tackling the runner for a loss?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
The Cowboys on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd down and 12. Ramirez now. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off near his own 48. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
You go 61. Matchbox, right. Slam, slam, slam. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Set, go.
They'll set up to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Caught. It's Wilson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Ramirez throwing on fourth down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 47. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Okay, it was fourth down, but you still had time here in the fourth quarter. Instead, they make the decision to go for it on their own side of the field, and this ball winds up getting intercepted.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Sanders, and he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there, gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll try to run with Sanders, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now is... About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as...
And he's going to go down again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Ramirez throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, Ramirez. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Ready, ready. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. Watch the curl, watch the curls.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Seibert's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go, let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 47. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They go play action here on first down.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Sanders. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Travel. Greystone travel. Smoke. You got me. Double up. 49. Leo. Check 49. Set. Go.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost, but this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do.